Yeah, so the former live session ended. So I'm waiting for Ozone to come online so we can continue from where we stopped. But before he comes online, I want to address a few things. I believe that every upcoming artist should be given equal opportunity, both upcoming, established. If you want an upcoming artist to submit their songs via a certain way, email as MP3 or whatever, make sure the established ones go through the same routine. Make it level the playing field. Yes, we know they are established already. We know they are established, but still, let them be involved. Them don't know that they have the same opportunities that the other established artists also have. So, like I was telling Ozone earlier, a lot of people want to be like Two-Face. A lot of people want to be like their favorite artist, but they are not ready or prepared to do what those people went through.
Bro, they are too lazy. They are very lazy to be like Two-Face.
Let me use Two-Face as an example. Two-Face was with Kenny's Music, right? Kenny's Music had other artists aside from Two-Face at that time. But all of them will feel like, people don't know us more. We don't get more popularity. I bet when they come out, they did not want to see their contract out. They did not want to go through the right process. They thought they were already cooked. They did not know they were half done. Two-Face jejely saw his contract out amicably and left that label amicably, even though he had his own imprint, Hypertech. And at the end of the day, where is Two-Face now? Two-Face is a legend, living one. Not just because of his music, but because of his
attitude. You know my problem. Artist of maybe 6 months ago will come out today and call himself.
Don't mind them. Don't mind. Also, the people say your network they hang go. You go find better network. I hope say no be we can no call name of network. But most of these upcoming artists that we have today, they don't want to put in the work. All they want is, I want to be signed. We want to be signed to put in that work that will lead you to being signed. Are you ready to make sure that you put out good songs, not just what is trending? Because trends will always end up being trends. But if you have your own style, it never goes out of fashion. So, as I was saying, before, everybody wants to say, I am a legend after 2 years, after 3 years, after 1 month. But what did you do that is making you a legend? Do you have a song that people will hear in the next 2 years, 3 years, and still like, oh, wow, that's a nice song, and still feel it? People think that Michael Jackson, everybody knows him today, even till the coming generation, because of one thing. No, it's because it's not just because he's an all-round entertainer and performer, but he has songs that these songs are for life. Let me put it that way. For eternity, if you want, or if you like. That people will keep loving these songs and enjoying these songs. The same way in Nigeria. So people might look at Nice and say, oh, Nice is not a top-notch artist. He is still getting mega shows. If you don't know it now. Because of his catalog. People like Flavor, they will keep getting shows because of their catalog, because of the kind of music they do. So if your music appeals to your fans, or to the people that listen to it, you will always be there. You will always be there. Yes, I know AP was saying that the attitude of some artists is what makes it impossible for their songs to be played. I agree with you. I agree. Some artists, their attitude is whack. Their attitude you will not even want to take food from them and eat because you regret it later. But still, there are also some other artists who are very good, who are nice, who are very, quote, humble. I remember back in the day when they used to do Star Trek.
Sorry. Before the network, you're talking about legend, right?
Yes. Everybody
I have a problem.
Legend.
I have a problem. You see these guys, after maybe 2 or 3 tracks, they come out and say I'm a legend.
Which legend?
Bro, do you know what it takes to be a legend? Because somebody is popping testimony, then you're calling yourself a legend. On what purpose? Do you know what these guys went through? Which means you're comparing yourself to Fela. On what levels? That is where your downfall starts.
Some of them don't understand.
When you start giving yourself unnecessary title,
they don't.
When you start seeing yourself on a place you don't even belong, that is Nigerian artists for you. Because trust me, I see how most of these American artists they look up to. They build their even what's the name of the Diddy, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent. I see how they hustle. But trust me, Nigerian artists cannot hustle that way. Except maybe a few of them that we can mention here. But Nigerian artists see them as demigods. They see themselves, say, they see themselves as...
Make one song blow. You know if you book the artist now, one song.
Now, I have a problem. I had a relationship. Toks, he had somebody from Munich, that Afro Mayor. I think he knows you very well. Afro Mayor.
I Mayor. I salute you.
He's been given a shout out since. Now, I have some artists. Do you know the reason why I decided to stay on my own? I've seen some artists that we wrote together when they are growing up. You get what I'm saying? Their followers grow to maybe 500,000. They said, Ozone, if you want to talk with me, talk with my manager. I didn't feel bad though. I should talk to your manager. I said, why should I talk to your manager? Because when you had like maybe 1,000 or 2,000 followers, you were like begging me, say, Ozone, do 1 or 2 things, which on my own, I did. But right now, you feel that you have a hit song, you have a hit track. Now you want me to be talking to your manager. You get what I'm saying? I felt bad. And I see that as, and not one artist, not 2 artists, not 3 artists. And they change their contacts. You get what I'm saying? They're not changing their contact because of me. To them, they're changing their contact because they don't want to associate with their former friends. Now they want to associate with new friends because of the new films. You get what I'm saying? That they've gathered. Forgetting that tomorrow, anything can happen. Oh.
Yes, so.
Now, bro, these artists, you and I, knows that they don't have what it takes to last long for the industry.
Yeah. In
the industry, they are trying to like, so okay, I've arrived. What do you have to say about this artist? Because I'm for the artists. Because you and I knows that both of us have worked hard and we know where they're coming from. But what is their problem? Why are they like this?
I cannot say because it's a mindset. Before I go into it, Ufoma asked me. Some people don't know Ufoma used to work with one of the top agencies. They were the sole bookers for Star Trek. If they did not book you for Star Trek, then your song was not popping. And you know the interesting thing at that time, they don't go because this artist is popular, we'll book him. No. They know, let's say they are having Star Trek in Lagos and they have in Enugu and they have in Calabar. They know that this artist, his strength is in Enugu. His fans in Enugu are crazy. So they will book him in Lagos and book him in Enugu. They might not book him for Calabar because he doesn't have fans in Calabar. They might also book him in Onitsha or in Owerri. So they book him according to not where you're from. But
meanwhile, where is Ufoma now? Where is Ufoma?
He's here. Look at him. He's here now. So Ufoma was asking me whether me and Neto had a documented contract. Yes, we did. And
tell Ufoma to send his here, man. I lost his contact.
Don't worry, I will send you a number. No wahala. I will send you a number. Then Ufoma moved from ESP and then moved and became event person for at Etisalat, which is 9 Mobile. I don't know. I'm assuming he's still at 9 Mobile now. But he asked whether me and NATO, we had a documented contract. If not, was it a verbal arrangement, and how was it respected? We had a contract, and it was respected like to the letter. Like I said, what you were asking me, Ozone, is based on like what Ufoma is asking now. It is not just the mindset of the artist or the manager, but the two parties involved. Your mindset might be, let's keep working. Let's not have a contract, a documented contract. Let it be verbal. But will you respect it? Will the artist respect it? Most times, you can have a verbal agreement with the artist. Once they feel like they've started seeing the limelight, everything is thrown out of the window. The next thing they tell you, you know, you didn't get contract before. It's not about contract. Whether some people work with just handshake. They don't need to sign anything. Handshake. Yeah. Everybody keeps to it.
That's mutual respect.
Yes. But that is one thing that Nigerian artists don't have today. I remember that time ESP will book you for a show. If you don't come a day before the show and you don't rehearse or do sound check, almost 5% they come up for your money. Because what they do is they pay you half. They pay you 50% of the money. And then after the show, they pay you the other remaining balance of 50%. So if you mess up, 5% they come out for your money straight. If you know
money, in a way.
So they did that. In fact, people like working with ESP because you know that when you're working with them, professionalism is what you're going to get. But these days, they will book an artist for a show. They will not come. You sign an artist. The artist is going to do shakara for you. You go tell and say, you need to go to that place and perform. You go say, I don't want to go. I don't like. I don't treat me fine. It is your attitude. These are our artists now, the upcoming ones, even the established ones. Some of them, their attitude is totally zero. All they know, yes, everybody is selfish. I tell artists are the most selfish people you can think of. But there's nothing wrong with looking out for yourself. But while you're looking out for yourself, remember there are people who work with you or who work under you. Also look out for them. So once you're looking out for people around you, their loyalty will be stronger. And anybody that is not loyal to you, let them go. Some managers will say, me and this artist, we get problem. Then you start going, hey, that artist, I know when they carry woman, they go everywhere. I know when they do this one, they do that one. Who asked you? Nobody asked you.
Now, I want to make we address because we are generalizing this business, artists as a music. Managers, I want to make we go that area.
Okay.
I've had an experience where a manager, they drag woman with an artist.
Leave the show when you come to do. They go drag woman. Huh? Leave the show when you come for.
You know what I'm saying? I've had an experience where a manager, they like this, lied to an artist how much he charged for a show, how much he collected from an agency for that show. You feel me? And sustained the artists. And at the end of the day, lied to the agency that the artist doesn't want to come and play in this show. But not knowing that the artist has known how much the agency paid him for that show. At the end of the day, is it the right thing for a manager to do to an artist? Are you feel me now? Agency approach manager, say, okay, I will pay you 2 million naira to come for Ozone to come and perform. Then Ozone, the manager can't go tell Ozone, say na 1.5 million Toks pay. You feel me? Then in a way, because I needed this artist, but this artist, Ozone official fee is 2 million naira. But that this manager don't come like say more, you know, say na agents where they give us 10 shows, 20 shows. But in a way, they have communications. So now that agency can't communicate with that artist, say why you never post. Then the artist can say the reason why they never post be say, he never post be say, oh, that money when you pay me, I'm having better offers.
First of all, the artist is stupid.
Yeah?
For saying that, the artist is stupid.
Yeah. I have better offers.
Once an artist agrees to a show,
yes,
whether they pay you 1 naira, show goes on. Whether they pay you 1 billion, show goes on.
Okay. which means artists should be loyal to the managers, right? Regardless of how much the manager collected.
Yes.
If
as an artist you don't trust your manager, then stop working with your manager immediately. No need for long talk, because everything is about trust and loyalty. Do you understand? I tell her,
Baba, this is what they tell you. This is what they tell you happened to me when when we were pushing an artist for a tour in Europe. I had an understanding with an artist, you feel me? Which is because I had an understanding with the manager, because you front this guy as your manager. He's online, he's watching. I want him to hear this. He fronted this guy as a manager. I had a negotiation with you. You feel me? As the manager. Now, on the day of kickoff of the tour, that is going to say, how much did they pay me? I'm like, are you mad? Why they tell me, no talk with your manager? Am I supposed, my own business with you? The reason why I even come your place, you say, I know the address of your house. Who I talk with is your manager.
Do you know the artist and the manager, they don't trust themselves. Now why?
Now, what they have to do, what they have to say about this in future occurrences.
If it happens, first of all, that means the artist no trust the manager, right? Because if you trust your manager, there are some contracts or agreements your manager will reach on your behalf. You don't need to be there, but you believe that the manager is also protecting his interest. That's why you guys have a contract or have a percentage that he gets, so that if he makes money, he also, the higher the artist makes, the higher the contractor, the manager also makes. For example, now, some artists, some people will go behind, like what you said, that you were talking to the artist. The artist say, no, talk to my manager. When artists tell me like that, I know they vex. So, you know why I know they vex? I know they vex. If
it's professionalism.
Sometimes, while I go to the artist, sometimes it's like, if I'm reaching the management, because some of them will put an email address or a phone number. You call the phone number, it will not be ringing. Sometimes it will ring, they will not pick. You send an email, they will not respond. You send DM, they will not answer you. Do you understand? Then if I am friends with the artist, or I know the artist personally, I go to the artist and I don't even go and discuss. I tell him, tell your management to reply me. They are not replying. I have done it with Tiwa. I have done it with Wiz. I have done it with a lot of artists. And they will now tell the manager, please reply this person. I've done it with Banky, and they will reply. Because most times, most of our managers in Nigeria, they don't look at their email. They just put it there. Abroad, nobody really calls you. Email, straight up. Email.
One thing, another thing again, don't you think that managers sometimes they overvalue this artist?
Yes, but you will not blame them too. You know why? Sometimes an artist, because they are popular now and they are drawing crowds for their performances, the artist will tell the manager, I used to collect 500 or 800. From now, I want to be collecting 1.5 million or 2 million. Do you understand? Yes, there are people that will pay that amount. Then sometimes the manager, because there's already, between him and the artist or her and the artist, the manager will want to add more and give you, so that they will make a little bit extra. And it's also
don't you think they are selfish on their own because they want to make more money? They want to make more money through the percentage, right?
Yes. Why?
Now,
not in this case, it's not just even selfish. They are greedy. Greedy because if you agree with your artist that this is what my percentage is going to be, there's no need for you to add extra to whatever you agreed to with your artist, right? Because if you agree with your artist, then why will you now be trying to add extra money to whoever is trying to book your artist? What if he gets back to your artist? Automatically, you're a bad person. Somebody's asking, what about in a situation where the artist always picks calls as manager and makes his manager useless? That is because it happens, Rashid. It happens because the artist don't trust the manager. That's why. And before you can work with somebody, it's about trust. If you don't trust anybody, don't work with them. Let them go so that everybody will have peace of mind. Do you understand? You cannot be working with the devil. You will not be relaxed. You will not be comfortable. That's why they say whoever is eating with the devil uses a long spoon. So if you're working, if the artist speaks calls and does not refer you to the manager, then it's because they don't trust you. And also some people, because they know the artist. Wait, Ozone, wait. Some people too, when they want to book an artist, because they know the artist directly, they don't go through the management. They go to the artist directly, which negates everything. Now, it renders the manager redundant.
The management,
yes. It renders the management redundant. But as an artist, once you agree, if they call you, they are your friends. You say, okay, yes, okay, no problem. But I don't know all these things, or I don't know my schedule or my calendar. Can you talk to my manager or my management and find out? Don't worry, I'll tell them you're going to call, so you can discuss with them. But when the artist goes on to discuss, conclude, arrange with them, then that's where the artist now decided, the manager decides, okay, if the artist is doing this, then what's the point? Let me be adding, or let me be trying to dupe him, or add more money, or make more money off him. And it is not right. Because every company, every management, every business is based on trust. If you cannot trust the person you're working with, whether it's your manager or your road manager
or your PA,
whoever, if there's no trust, then it will
now
there's been a case like what you said before of the artist or the manager dragging women or girls with the artist. I've been backstage at an event, and the manager was drunk before the artist started performing. Before he got to his artist turn, the manager was already high. The manager did not know when they called his artist to perform. I had to go and tell him, and I said, you came for an event. The first thing you need to do is look out for your VIP. And your VIP is your artist. Make sure that your artist is performing. Find out when he's performing. Look for the schedule or lineup or whatever they have. Find out when he's performing. Keep going backstage. If you want to drink, don't drink and get high until after the performance of your artist. If you ask Ufoma, we've gone for an event and everybody was doing, oh, I don't want to perform first. And then the night was getting along and the fans were fidgeting. And I knew that any minute when you want to perform, the artist will start to boo you. The fans will start to boo you. So I told my artist, Neto, I said, super, these fans are getting agitated. And now they still have energy to respond. Why don't you go and perform now? When they still have that energy. And then once we're done, we know our contract has ended. Anything we want to do, we can do now. He said, Abi. I said, yes. And I said, oh yeah, now tell them. I went and told him, I said, can Neto perform now? He said, no, we're reserving Neto for later. I said, see what the crowd is doing. Let him perform now, please. There's no point him coming, even though you've paid him and him not performing. And Ufoma said, okay, let him perform. He went, he performed and left. We left. We later heard that some people did not perform.
Yes.
Because the crowd started
leaving. But professionally, you've done your job. Now,
yes, we've done our job.
What we're addressing now is issue of manager, because I see some managers. Managers are supposed to be scared of artists, telling artists the truth or telling artists what to do.
That's why I tell people, if you want a manager, look for the one that you respect. It must not be, the person might not have been a manager before or knows anything about management. They can learn on the job. You can help them.
Because the reason why I said this, all these artists that will come to you, Toks, you're a professional. You get what I'm saying? You will give them the structure, you build them. At the end of the day, they will neglect you and go and maybe pick their brother, their uncle, or somebody that's better to them to be their manager. The reason why they have those person as a manager is to be picking their calls and taking their bookings, right? Now, this person they have as their manager now will be playing their games. Even at the end of the day, the artist will threaten, if you do nonsense, I will pursue you, come out. How much? They collect 10%. You know, I'm be saying, I've had a couple of it. This I'm telling you is true life experience.
I know now.
Now, there was an instance where an artist came. He said this guy, they collect 10%. 10% of 1 million naira, if they collect am 3 times in a week, I go pursue am, or I will cut in percentage to 5. And I was like, and this manager was even scared of even telling him what he should go and do, in terms of telling him to go and do sound check. In terms of telling him he should do a video drop. He should post on his page. He said, Baba, you know, as this guy they do now, I know I'm making vex. Bro, this is a contract. You know I'm making vex. I don't want to talk to the artist. It's you that I know as the manager.
Yes, so
then I later found out that this guy is relation. You get what I'm saying?
even if
And
that
the
relation
people
ozone, see the simple truth. Before
and
you
now
sign
the
the
truth is
contract,
that you know pursue people where we say now they help and put them in that level. But being a normal greedy person where you be, he want to collect all the money by himself.
that's now see the thing. Before you agree to manage an artist or work with an artist, 2 things first before you even sign the contract. You have to make sure that the artist respects you enough to listen to you. To
Do
listen
we
to
have
your point of view. 1. 2, you need to tell the artist there will be sometimes we will disagree, we will quarrel. But even in that quarrel, listen to my own opinion and I will listen to yours so that we can work together. Because if I cannot tell you the truth, then who can? It is the manager that is supposed to be with the artist in the room sometimes when nobody
do we have
there.
such in the industry right now, presently?
I don't know.
Bro.
I can't say. Because most of these people now that call themselves managers are not managers. What they are doing is their artist is already blown.
Now
So
you're speaking my language. Now you're speaking my language.
People are calling them to book for shows. So what they do is they tell you 5 million, they drop the phone. 6 million, they drop. 3 million, they drop. They don't get to talk to the person to say, okay, the person will ask them, what will your artist do? This is what the artist is bringing to the table. We want to perform with a live band. We don't want backing track. We want this, we want that, we want that. All of them, most of them, what they know is we're getting on board a flight, private jet. I try to book an artist, they tell me, you must bring private jet for them. I ask them whether it be whiskey that be the video. You don't understand? So the point is, if your manager cannot talk to you as an artist, please start your manager. I'm saying it.
Do we? What I'm trying to say, when I talk, Baba, sorry, when I talk, we say, because this message will go far, there should be a structure. All these artists should, because they are killing themselves through their manager. I've had an experience where an artist lost about 10 shows because of the way his manager talks with me, because he lacks the professionalism. He doesn't know what this business means. To him, his own is just to pick a call and call money. You feel me? So now, at the end of the day, these artists need to know that it's not about picking calls. They need to know that it's about interacting, it's a negotiation. Say you don't blow today, no mean say you don't, the promoter doesn't have an option. Now, we have options. You understand? Artist A has artist A option.
Yes.
Kizone has an option right now.
Yes.
Maybe.
And what works for artist A might not work for artist B. That's what some of them don't realize.
They don't even realize that. So now, these managers, they pay from nowhere to be answering their calls, are unprofessional. And it affects their business. They don't even, just like what you said earlier, they don't reply their mails. They don't even reply they don't even pick their calls or return calls. They don't even do nothing. They see themselves.
I don't know if Inyanya is still with Temple Management. This story I told Bizo one time. Bizo had to email them and tell them, look at what I'm saying. I tried to book Inyanya for a show in Nairobi, right? They said they wanted Inyanya. So I went to Inyanya. I tried to call Inyanya. His number was not going through. I DM'd him on Twitter. He did not reply me.
He won't reply.
I went to his Instagram. I DM'd him. He didn't reply. I said, okay, maybe because he doesn't want to seem like he's taking shows by himself. So I went to Temple Management account. I emailed them. Till today, they never responded to that email. Till today, I'm talking to you. They did not respond to the email.
And they put that email as official booking booking email for
this, whatever. They did not respond to the email. I told Bizzle. Bizzle had to tell them. Bizzle said I should email. I said, I'm not emailing again. The event has passed. They've taken someone else. Do you understand?
Now,
so people don't even know the difference between a booking manager or road manager.
Bro,
or
I want us to address this thing because me, right now, you're the management. I'm the business. I'm a promoter. You know what I'm saying? Is it right for a promoter like me, as I'm booking this artist, to put this manager on a business class seat with the artists? Because we're looking at business now, and this artist is going to perform for maybe, I just want to like take risk for this artist. Now, this manager is demanding, if you're not buying business class for me, this artist is not going. Is it right?
It's not right and it's not wrong. Why? It depends. Okay, one of my artists, there was a time I kept telling him, I said, I know that sometimes artists don't like disturbances. They don't like people to rush them. Pictures, they need to rest and concentrate on the show they are going for. So that's why most of them prefer business class. But I
to sit beside, to protect distractions, right?
Yes, to protect from distraction. But I told one artist what I said, we cannot fly business class everywhere. Not because it's not available, but sometimes too, business class is not available, except you're doing private jet. So if we're flying, if anything, God forbid, happens, we're all perishing, whether you're in business class or in economy. So I can book economy for you and let them book you so that you put you on the seat in front, so that when the plane stops, you can come out quickly without having more disturbances. Do you understand? So there's nothing wrong with an artist insisting business class, but sometimes it's understanding and cooperation that matters. Like somebody is telling me now that you can send an email to a manager, maybe he landed in the trash. Okay, let's say I go to your Instagram and I get an email address and I send you an email. Maybe the way your email is structured, first-time emailers that you don't know will enter your trash. Of course, as a businessman, you check both your trash folder and your main folders all the time. And then in my own case, if I ever go to your Instagram, I don't have your number. Maybe most of these upcoming artists, new artists, I don't have your number. I DM you. Not DM. I send you an email. What I do is I go to your page too, and I tag you, and I say, please check your email, or tell your management to check their email. So are you telling me they will not reply? They will not reply. Some of them will ignore you. Some of them will ignore you. As a businessman, I check my email every day. My email is on auto refresh. So if you send me an email and you don't get a reply, then that means that maybe I'm somewhere there's no network, or I am busy. But as soon as I am done with what I'm doing, I reply and I respond. Especially when it comes to booking my artists. Because now money, man, now money they won't give you.
I'm saying, why do you have to book it?
Yes.
Nah.
So
enough of them.
Enough of email goes, whether in spam or bulk or inbox, check all your mailboxes.
To see important messages.
I don't delete my spam mail. I don't just delete my spam mail. I open it and look at it before I delete it to be sure that no mail entered my spam. So that it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Some people you call them, they will not pick. You send a text, I'm so and so person, I want to book your artist. They will not respond. They will not reply.
Toks. Let's leave our artists now. You know, in the beginning, I don't want to sometimes, so sorry, because I want to learn one or two things. I don't see one experiences where somebody don't claim saying Nami blow, for example, Nami blow Terichi. You feel me? Why do some people always claim that when we know that no individual person can blow an artist? Why?
Maybe in their own opinion, they felt they were the one that was pushing people to play the artist songs or listen to this song for the first time. Do you get? They believe that they walked towards the upliftment of the artist or towards people knowing the artist. But I tell people, like, some people will quarrel with an artist and they will go, and me blow him. This one, that one. You don't leave me. I tell them, you blow him, right? When I don't quarrel or whatever, you don't go. Go and blow another person now. Show that you can do it over and over again. No need to, yes, no need to be angry at the artist. No, see, even twins, no, they enter this world the same time. One go first come out. One go first come out before the other. So no two people, you can die on the same day, but you cannot die the same day.
Go do the same magic what you do for Mr. P.
Yeah,
go back for Mr.
Exactly.
Let us know your.
That's why I said loyalty between an artist and a manager is not only when you're managing the artist. Till you finish managing the artist, no matter what the artist do you, bone, keep on for inside your belly, right? Go to for another artist to prove that artist wrong. Do you understand? No need to divest, say, I don't do this or this one. You don't want to compensate me. No, rubbish. If you are able to blow artist A, use the same magic and blow artist B. Yes, every artist no get the same destiny or fate or whatever you call it. What happened with A cannot happen with B. But at least you can get them to a point that people will know who this artist is when you talk about them.
Yes.
Do you understand? Go and do it for that person. Don't say you blew this person, you blew. Now the person work ethic, now him blow up. If you're quarreling with somebody, keep your mouth shut. Let posterity vindicate you. Whatever you did for A, do it to B. If I tell people, before I can work with somebody, our spirits must have a connection.
Yes.
That if I tell you something, you go listen to me, we go talk am, we go relate am, you go say, okay, make we do am. You must not always do what I want, but at least we go to talk together, we go to, exchange ideas and all that towards working together. After all, the aim is to bring you to limelight as an artist.
Limelight, yeah.
As an artist. So whatever I am doing is for your own good and my own good in the long run. I cannot say I don't want to make money. I want to make money. If my artist is making money, I am making money. Simple and
for real. So it's a win-win for both parties.
You will now know that whatever you are doing for the artist, if you do it well, and even when the artist leaves, that same contact you had, you will still have it as long as you treated them well. Artists be like barracks, so they will come.
For real.
But management, businesses, they always make money. Whether artists fail today or blow, you don't concern your zone. You go to make your money because other people there where you go.
You don't pass through here. Now, exactly. there's something that has been bothering me because we're talking about this music in Nigeria and we're talking about artists. The focus is on music. Why can't a Nigerian artist stage their own solo concert? Be like this, okay, Ozone, they stage a concert at National Stadium, just like what Chris Brown do in America, in all cities in America, always sold out, no follow-up artists. Why don't we have such thing in Nigeria?
Because first of all, Nigeria, we are diverse. Secondly, those people that say they are your fans, like you were saying yesterday, they don't go do anything, they don't go follow you until you talk, what if 5 go do for you? 1 million people will come and answer you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, and also, on the other hand, for the promoter of the show, of that concept, it makes sense for me. I believe if you're an artist, a top artist, when you're having a show and you're doing it by yourself, at a point, because most of our artists don't really know how to, their stagecraft is whack. Some will just jump from here to there, and that's it. The only thing that works for them is that already the fans know your songs, so they sing along with you, they hype you, they make you ginger. But ordinarily, your performance after a while will get boring. So it's always good to have other people that can switch it up and make it not boring. Imagine, for example, Namibia, the artist, maybe somebody like Wizkid or David, they have a show. They have other artists. They have other artists that they like under them. It's not a bad thing to put those artists on too. Maybe do like 3-4 songs, then the artist will come and perform, or a song with him that you did, and then another person. It gives diversity. It helps. It makes people that come for the show have enough entertainment, enough things to make them stay till the show is over. There are only few artists in Nigeria that will do a show by themselves, and the crowd will stay from beginning to end. Very few of them. understand? Only very few. So I am not against an artist doing a solo show by himself or herself. But I also think it's best to also put people on the bill.
Now, if you're against it, that means you don't want the progress of this culture. You should be able to come out and be able to enlighten all these guys. You have to start doing real music. Now, imagine Fela coming out today and say, okay, I want to stage a concert in National Stadium. It will sell out.
Yes, now.
Do you know how it's sell out? Because
the problem is that most of our artists are studio artists.
Now, I have a question to ask you. The difference between an artist and a musician. I'm coming to that angle. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So now, but this one, because it baffles me, I will hear that Wizkid is having a concert in a hotel. I want to go and watch Wizkid perform for 1 hour or 2 hours for me, right? Because he has all the songs. You hear what I'm saying? But I will go there and see a whole lot of fans coming because of what's the name, Davido, or because of Burna Boy, or because of Zlatan or Naira Marley. And I was like, this show is meant to be a Wizkid concert. They say, no, I'm Burna Boy fan. At the end of the day, they have diverse fan base that came to watch, that came to a show, came to a Wizkid show.
Which is not bad.
It's bad. You know why it's bad? Because at the end of the day, Wizkid doesn't even know his own fan base. What Wizkid is looking out there is the numbers.
See why it's not bad in Nigeria. If Wizkid does his own show alone, Davido does his own alone, Burna Boy does it alone, it's the same people going for these shows.
Let us, bro, if they have different shows, I know my own artists that will go for. Sorry, I'm having disturbing calls that's coming in.
Some people don't know that you're online, so they keep calling you.
That's crazy. So now, at the end of the day, I cannot even go to maybe artist B because I'm not a fan of artist B. So now, at the end of the day, why can't we, at the end of the day, try this kind of things? So, okay, let me come out there.
Do you know the simple truth?
Yeah,
the simple truth is not, wait, let me finish this, let me answer this, then you go on. The simple truth is not the fans. The simple truth is most of our artists are studio artists, right?
They are scared of their strengths.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. They think that rehearsals. Imagine somebody like Ebenezer Obey or King Sonny Ade, right? They rehearse every day. They do live band. Most of our artists are studio artists. They cannot perform with a live band. When you hear them performing with a live band, sometimes they sound off. Because some of them don't even know their keys. They are not musicians. They are just artists. Being a musician means you can read music, you can write music, you can interpret a music sheet when one is given to you, right? Which means you know your key, your voice key to sing on. Most times in the studio, how most of our artists sound in the studio is not how they sound when they are listening, when you listen to them performing live on stage. People that have that culture of performing live, when you watch them perform, you will see there's a difference in their performance. You will see. Some of them don't even have the strength to perform for common 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Before they are done, they'll be breathing because they've been jumping up and down along the stage. Jumping on the stage does not necessarily mean you have stage presence. Some artists will just stand with the mic and perform. People like Asha, when they are performing, you know that, yes, this is what is happening. They are giving you a live show. People like Flavor, when they are performing, you know that they are giving you a live show. Most of these upcoming blown artists, that's what I call them, upcoming blown artists. Most of them are just studio artists. When they perform live, they cannot perform live. Sometimes they are high that they keep forgetting their lines. Sometimes they don't remember their lines because they don't practice all the time. They don't rehearse with the band. They just come, the band has scored the song, Goya, let's go, let's perform. So they are both, the band is playing one thing, the artist is singing on another key. So that is the main reason why they have other people performing with them, you know. People like Asha, when she performs, she's
which means they are just changing the fans, and which means the fans don't have the choice.
They are, but the fans don't care sometimes, especially in Nigeria. Their own is they've seen him perform. When we start having proper shows, not in a hotel, outdoor, proper outdoor shows with proper sound system like you get abroad. Until things are aligned, our structure in Nigeria is aligned. We have good sound system, and the people that want to do these shows will go all the way to get good sound systems for their shows, for their events. These things will keep happening. It will keep happening. But the
thing will keep affecting the artists because the artists don't even know their fan base in Nigeria. Trust me, because at the end of the day, these artists we are looking at now, the only way artists know they have fan base in Nigeria is through their Instagram followers, which I don't even believe in. You get what I'm saying? Because
some Instagram followers are not real. Me and you, we know.
Because if you call an artist now to go and perform in Enugu, we cannot even pull up to maybe 300 or 500 fans. I'm like, guy, but you have like 2 million followers on Instagram. Why 300 here in Enugu? Why can't they fly out from Abuja or Lagos to come and
let's be realistic. Yes, they have all those fans, but the truth is that sometimes, if they have 2 million fans, if you check those 2 million, 1.9 is only in Lagos. You get 1.9 of their followers is only in Lagos. Sometimes some of these followers are bot followers. Sometimes some of them are spam followers. Remember one time that Instagram removed some followers, Instagram and Twitter. Some of the top artists like Rihanna, Justin Bieber, they lost followers. I think Justin Bieber lost as much as 30 million followers at that time. So what does it tell you? This is a common practice among them.
But most of them use these followers to count, and they use it to bill you on their face.
Yes, some of them. And because we don't, maybe someone tells you, it's Davido I want to book, or Wizkid. What will you do as a promoter? You will book them because people will come to see them. And you cannot blame the artist for having people who want to come and see them. Right? Let me give you an example. If the likes of, what's his name? I keep forgetting his name. Son of the carpenter. What's his name again? That left Chocolate City that time.
That's his name is popping here.
I swear, I can't remember his name right now.
Son of a carpenter. That's this guy. That's yeah. Somebody remember Son of a carpenter.
Son of a carpenter. Where do that song with Ice Prince? Ole Cool.
With Ice Prince.
Again. Brimo. Thank you, Nazi. Brimo.
Yeah.
Somebody like Brimo. Have you seen Brimo perform?
I've watched him once. He's a real artist.
Even if you don't like his song, you will like his performance. Because he's trying to interpret what he's singing about. Most of these artists don't know about interpretation. All they know is they give you mic, the crowd. Sing along with me. Oh yeah, national anthem. Oh yeah, this. Oh yeah, that. Yes, you have fans. Yes, your fans want to see you perform. But you also need to work on your stage craft. Give people what they want to hear, what they want to see. That's why if you go to a proper live performance of an artist, whether you know the artist or not, you will never forget that artist. Never. Because that will always live with you. See, Baba Frayo, when the polls was raining, they had this 2 million man match in Abacha.
Yeah.
Baba Frayo performed. Julius Berger supplied the sound equipment, so it was top notch. After that performance, I love Baba Frayo. I saw him performing, I'm like, wow. You can tell that he might not be a good vocalist, but he's a consummate performer. And that is why some artists in Nigeria keep getting shows because of their performances. Their performances is top notch. When you watch them perform, it's not about jumping from one end to the other. It's not about
letting
them sing along. It's about knowing what you want, being in command of your band or your DJ and knowing the song like it's in you because you rehearse all the time. But most times, because of particular artists get booked all the time, some of them rarely have time to rehearse. They are jumping from one flight to another show, from that show the next morning to another flight. So what time do they have to rehearse? None. So I'm not blaming the artists. I'm blaming the people that book them. And sometimes too, the people that book them, they want to recover their money. They want to make money.
Because it's based on demand.
Yes, based on demand. You know? So one artist can be booked all through the weekend. They'll be flying with PJ from here to here to here, they're performing.
Well, why don't the artist make a try to work on his craft and his performances?
Because I tell people in Nigeria, for example, now,
because this thing cannot happen in America or anywhere else.
The reason is this. Because of our structure, most of our artists only earn money when they are playing shows or when they have endorsements or they are ambassadors or one thing or the other. Some of them cannot say they will sit at home for 1 year and they are chopping from their royalty or publishing. It's a lie. They must always be on the road to make mega money. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's why they don't have time to rehearse. They keep working to make money. They keep taking shows. Abroad, some artists will tell you, no, I'm not working this month. No, cancel that show, I need to rest, I need to chill. Like here now, someone is saying piracy. It's because we don't have a structure. And because of that structure that we don't have, most people don't earn. The so-called COSON or collective society for Nigeria. Some people want to live there like it's their family business. They want to live and die there. They don't want another person to come in and run because that's where they are making their money. They are collecting money for artists. They are chopping the money by themselves. Do you understand? So all these that if we had a structure in place where some artists don't need to be for shows, they are earning. And when they are earning, they can use the money they are earning to do whatever they want to do, run their promotions, run their hype, run whatever they need to run. But it's not like
even
we don't even have a law against piracy.
Band members.
He said,
well, right now, bro, from what you said so far, trust me, because from all these things we've discussed, I believe which was the way forward for a Nigerian artist and the industry.
The way forward is first, you need to have talent. And after you have talent, believe in yourself. Look at this as a business. Don't look at it as a way to get women or to just make money. Look at it as a business that you want to stay for long. Maybe tomorrow you want to own a label of your own and sign other people. Then get a good team. Because when you see it as a business, right, you now know that, yes, I am going to make money from this. And to make money, you need to put things in place. You cannot tell that man that is selling, importing something from China, and he will go and import the wrong one that he knows he will not sell. Nobody will buy it now. His business will fail. It's the same way with an artist. Believe in yourself. And by believing in yourself, surround yourself with a good team, people that also believe in you, that will work towards the same goals you're working towards. Yes, we don't have
the same dreams with you.
He said,
I said some people that share the same dreams with you.
Exactly. And also not just that, people you will listen to. And some people think you don't need to go to school once you blow. Or once you're
okay.
No. Education helps. Education does not mean you have to go to a classroom and sit down. Try to educate yourself all the time by reading. There are a lot of material out there online on Google you can read to enlighten yourself. Know about that business you're going into. Not just about, I want to sing. I'm a good singer. I'm a good artist. Know about, if you don't know about the business, find people that know about it. Some billionaires today are not billionaires because they are doing it themselves. It's because they employ the right people to do it for them. Yes, as an upcoming artist, you might not have that money to to call anybody and say, come, let's work together, or come and work with me. But then, don't stay in Enugu and want to conquer Lagos, or stay in Aba and want to conquer Lagos, or stay in Abuja and want to conquer Lagos. Conquer the Abuja that you're in first. There are radio stations in Abuja. There are people that do shows in Abuja. Go to them. I remember when artists used to go, if you go to radio station, you see all coming artists coming to submit their music on CD. They will be there talking to everybody, begging everybody. Now everybody's forming. They will wear fake Gucci or fake whatever. They'll be posing. They don't want to go out and talk to my manager. Manager, who know you? Who know you to talk to your manager? You have to calm down first. Put in work. Have the talent. Put in the work. Have a good team around you. And then, small. See, when you stand in one place, you're not moving. It's not movement, or it's not progress. You're not moving. But when you're moving, even if it is, yes now, but when you're moving, even if it is baby steps. I remember a game we used to play when we were young. They'll call your name, Ozone. You say yes. Take one baby step. You will take a baby step. They'll call you again, Ozone, yes. Take one giant step. You will jump bagam. Most of our athletes, they want to take giant step. They don't want to take baby step to where they are going. They look at David. They look at Whiskey. They want to be where they are, but they don't want to put in the work these guys are putting in. Because whether we like it or not, they are putting in this work. You know, they are putting in this work. And when you put in work, it must pay. It might not pay immediately. It might not pay immediately.
Now, this takes me to, because I see there are some investors that will come like this. There are some people, they open up record level and they will say, okay, blah, blah, blah. What do you have to say about all these investors that come for the fame, not even coming for how they can be able to build the industry for a better industry? They just come for quick fame. You get what I'm saying? And once they get the fame, they leave the industry and move. Why they abandon the artists? What they have to, because this thing is really affecting the industry. It's giving the industry a name that the industry is big, but you and I know that this industry, most of these guys are not making money from this industry, but they came to the industry to get this fame, to run their business. What do you have to say?
The problem is this. Let me use an example. I don't want to call names, but everybody listening to me will know who the label I'm talking about. Kiss Daniel was with a label, G Worldwide, right?
Yes.
He had a problem. And by the time he was leaving, they signed another artist. What happened to that artist they signed?
I don't know. I never heard about the artist now.
Before they signed that artist was with like 2 or 3 other labels. Some other labels before they came back there. And then that artist had one, in quotes, hit. And then thought that was it. I'm going up. He never went up. He was just there.
Yeah. That
label now, they don't have anybody. I don't know whether they don't want to sign anybody or what. If they believe that they made Kiss Daniel who he is, they could have made other artists too, the same way they made Kiss Daniel. Yes, I know that they spent money on him to promote him and do a lot of things they did, right?
What?
That same thing they did for him. They should find another artist with talent. But first of all, Kiss Daniel had his talent. He's talented.
Or use the same structure they use for Kiss Daniel to put another artist. Since they believe Kiss Daniel to this
level. Just come. I believe most of them feel like they have too much money. They come, they call all those sorts of things, and then they get into the business. Actually, what they want is to promote their own business on the side, their own self, not even the industry, the music industry. That's why some of them will come and then whatever, they don't make money, they just go. They like that limelight. They like to be seen. They are not after the artist or the development of the artist. What they're after is just what is going to happen to them, how their business is going to grow. Ozone, we have less than 1 minute remaining, so it's going to cut off. I don't know if you can do this thing and do it
next year, right?
Yeah, he said?
We have to continue this next week, please. Just next week, we need sponsors. We need sponsors. Some people need to come and sponsor this, bro.
Yes.
I will look out for them. It's been nice. Let's have it next week. We have to continue.
Yes.
Same time.
Same time next week. We'll continue. We can't finish everything today. And we all both have things to do. So let's just say that all in all, artists have their problem. Management have their problem. Radio stations and TV stations have their own problems too.
Promoters have their problem.
Yes, if we all come together and identify the problems and work together, our industry is so vibrant that we can take over the world. You know, it's so vibrant. Thanks to people like you and other guys that are taking us everywhere, that are doing it for the culture. You know, we've all been here. Remember the time of Alaba? It was like Alaba was the all and all. If you
Alaba, next week we have to talk the beginning from Alaba
Next
now,
week,
how
start from Alaba.
how internet took over from Alaba? We have to talk about this.
Yes. When Alaba used to pay 10 million for an album, 20 million for an album. Now nobody's paying that amount for an album. No artist is selling album now. No artist is selling album. No artist.
We have to talk about this.
That's why they're not making money. They are only